Greetings and welcome to another Tomorrow's World webcast. My name is Wallace Smith, and I want to read for you just a few selections from a New York Times article that caught my attention. It's actually from the Associated Press, and it's dated September 1st, 2015. The title was, "Study, Pot More a Habit for College Students Than Cigarettes." Let me read just a few selections. It begins, more U.S. college students are making a habit of using marijuana, which has supplanted cigarettes as the smokable substance of choice among undergraduates who light up regularly, a study released Tuesday found. It continues later, the findings suggest that teenagers and young adults have absorbed public health warnings about the dangers of cigarettes, but increasingly regard marijuana as benign or carrying few risks, lead investigator Lloyd Johnson said. There's two more selections. It says 21% of college students, of the college students surveyed, said they had used marijuana at least once during the previous month, and 34% said that they had used it in the past year. The final paragraph's the one that grabs me. They say in the very last paragraph, parents sending their children to college this fall can take comfort in another of the survey's findings, Johnston said. Half of the survey respondents said they had not used any illicit drugs in the past year. Really? As parents, we're supposed to take comfort in the fact that we send our kids to college, and don't worry, only half of those kids didn't take any illegal drugs last year. I'm sorry, that is crazy. I don't find that comforting to see that the newspaper thought that was comforting. I find it discomforting. I'm really hoping the author just wrote that tongue-in-cheek. For us, let's ask two questions about this. And these might be questions coming to your mind. One, you might ask, what's wrong with young adults? They don't see a problem with this. Honestly, I don't think it's a problem with young adults. Our society has changed. To me, one of the great examples you can take a look at are the last three presidents. Consider President Bill Clinton, President of the United States. You know, he was caught infamously, seen in the past in college with marijuana to his lips, and he just pointed out, well, I had it, but I didn't inhale, which I know seems ludicrous to say. Maybe it's true, but he felt the need to distance himself. Then you look at President George W. Bush right after that, and he also had substance abuse in his past. And he also distanced himself from that, saying, you know, that was in the past. I've repented, I've changed, I regret those times, and, you know, I'm a different person now. But then the most recent president, President Barack Obama, in his memoirs, Dreams from My Father, openly says, you know, I used marijuana in the past, I used cocaine, you know, I was just trying to find myself, and really, you don't see a lot of apology. Why could these presidents do that when politicians care so much about opinion of them? Because our society has changed. All the influential individuals in our society, actors, musicians, politicians, professors, they've all become lax about that. And as society's attitudes have changed, our young adults are simply reflecting that. The second question is the more important question. What does God think about these things? Fact is, God does not want us involved with such addictive, mind-altering substances. The Apostle Paul says in 1 Corinthians 6:12, I will not be brought under the power of any. Paul didn't want to come under the power of any kind of food or drink or anything that would bring him in a state where he wasn't in charge of his own mind and keeping it fully under Jesus Christ. But also look at the Bible. What kind of attributes does the Bible praise, and God through His Word? Many scriptures, He praises sober-mindedness, sound thinking, self-control. Look at what is celebrated about pothead culture, and it is universally the opposite of these things. God is not pleased with this trend. And frankly, if you're in college right now, take advantage of it. Learn new things about yourself, but please, please, I beg of you, do not risk that whole experience and the rest of your life going up in smoke. Thanks for watching our webcast. Check out the rest at tomorrowsworld.org.